Hey guys, I'm coming on here to say that your life is your life. If it makes sense to you, it makes sense. Like, don't confuse yourself by listening to so many other people's opinions and advice. You don't have to ask for it. The right stuff will come to you. And if you're a believer like I am, I believe in God and I talk to God about my decisions and I pray for guidance. You're going to pray for it. Pray for it, ask for it, and you will get to exactly where you want to be. And you'll start to feel it. Those prayers will start to be answered. But I really want to hone in on the fact that, like, fudge. The world will tell you to do one thing, right? And there's like a norm. The world may have you chasing after money. Do what the freak you love to do, period. And I'm saying that, I don't know if I'm saying that coming from a place of privilege, but that's just what I freaking believe. And that's what I'm going to say because I've heard stories. I hear stories, and stories are the things that come from people and their experiences. Experiences are truth, period. People will go after money, right? And then they end up leaving the money because it's not what they love. It doesn't fulfill them. We are people who are meant to be fulfilled by our work, period. So it doesn't freaking matter at the end of the day. Do you want to die saying, I was working at a job that paid me $300,000 a year? Or do you want to die saying I did what I love to do and I made like 50, but I impacted this many people and I left this in the world. This mark was what I placed in the world. This is what I left. I gave it my all and I wouldn't do it any differently. I did what I love to do, right? Sometimes I'm like, why are we chasing after money? I mean, I go by facts of life. These truths, there's cliche truths out there, but they're truth. I think what we miss out on is that, like, everybody is different. Everybody's experience is different. No one has the same experience. And so why are we using one or two rules, a few rules, for everyone to live by? It doesn't freaking work like that. It doesn't freaking work like that. I'm sorry, it doesn't. It's not even I'm sorry, that's what it is, period, you know? I'm very passionate about this, right? Like, I was just having a conversation with my mom earlier about something I wanted to do. Like, oh, you know, I live in a student apartment right now, and I get help from her with rent. And so this is really my first year paying like contributing to rent, period, you know, and kind of being cut off the credit card type thing. Like, it's, you know, it's on me. And I'm starting to understand things like, okay, cut back here. You're spending a whole bunch on hair and all this other stuff. That's what you used to do. But now, since you're having to pay for your rent, your gas, your groceries, the utilities, those necessities, you can't live that life that you want to live. And so I'm learning these things, but I don't have to just go out like she did at 28. I mean, I don't know, 22, whatever. Like, when she was my age, she was living on her own, getting it like that, you know? But I don't have to live that struggle to be strengthened. Like, I'm using that as a blessing. And then I'm going to have my own fucking struggle that I'm going to have to go through, you know? Like, but in our conversation, it was like, I don't know. Like, I don't see things. I'm like in this lackadaisical, I'm not lackadaisical. I'm just in this like lolly world, you know. I don't know. I'm not even going into depth with it, but basically, you know, she had to remind, we recently had a conversation, so she's kind of reassured me that, like, you know, what I say, it may not apply to you. You got to live your life, and you got to be confident. That's the thing. You have to be confident in your decisions. You have to be confident in yourself, right? Like, confidence is key. Communication is key. That's another fact of life. Communication is key, right? Like, that's just a fact of life, period. Confidence. You gotta have confidence, guys. And I'm speaking to me too. You know, one way to elevate your look, your sweater, is just to roll up the sleeves. Gotta have confidence. And I believe that my way, like, what makes sense to me makes sense, because what I know is that if it makes sense to me, then it makes sense. So there's no need for me to get swindled and swayed by other people's thoughts. You know what? It's my freaking life. It's my life. So beautiful. It's my life. People want to live different lives. Somebody wants to go live in the skyrise in the top of this, in the middle of the city, and live in, you know, New York or something. I personally don't want to do that. I want a small, cozy home. You know, I want an intimate space. I want to be close. I want to be tight with my neighbors as far as like their closeness. Like, I don't mind if we're door to door like this, but I just have my own private space. I just need my own private silent space, right? And I like to be like in my little nook and cranny, almost like a cat in a cage, and they can observe the world around them, but they're still in their nice cozy. And now another struggle I'm going through. Okay, so my phone it was too hot. I'm recording on my phone. It was too hot, but I just want to leave it at, do what you love to do. If you have the space to do it, right? I guess some of us don't. I don't understand. I don't know other people's experiences, but if you have, I believe we're all supposed to do what we love to do. I truly believe that, but I understand that may not seem like some people's reality, so I want to respect that. But if you're struggling, if you're like money or love to do, and if you have some freedom there, some openness, some safety net in there, do what you love to do, and it's gonna be okay. Pray about it. Thank the Lord for what you have. The loving people around you. You're loved. If you don't feel loved, you're loved by me. And yes, I'm gonna go inside now. I don't want my phone to get hot again. My ring is from Portland. I mean Seattle, Pike Place Market. Woo! And remember that you can elevate your sweater look by rolling up your sleeves and adding some jewelry on.